Hello and welcome to the 2022 plan year for Softbank's open enrollment. My name is Cherie Bellardis. I am your benefit broker and I will be going over your benefit choices for this year. So what is open enrollment? Open enrollment is your annual opportunity to review your plans and dependent elections and make choices for the upcoming plan year. You can enroll in coverage you previously waived, add or delete dependents, or make plan changes. Open enrollment is scheduled for Tuesday, March 15th through March 29th, and all elections will be effective April 1st. Make sure you plan carefully because you cannot make mid-year changes unless you experience a qualifying event. A qualifying event is things such as marriage, divorce, birth, or adoption, or loss of prior coverage. You must notify HR within the first 30 days of a qualifying event in order to make plan changes. All enrollment changes must be completed in the EASE system by March 29th. We are doing a passive enrollment this year, which means elections will roll over if you do not go into EASE and make changes. Please note that FSA and commuter benefits need to be re-elected every single year. If you want to elect these benefits, you must log into EASE. So what's changing and what's staying the same? Your medical coverage remains with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Massachusetts. We did have a plan change due to them not offering the plan for your demographics for this year. We did review other benefits and we decided that this is the best option to remain with the same carrier. Your HRA reimbursement account through the Advantage Group is remaining the same. The contributions have changed and we'll go over that a little bit later. Your dental is still with Guardian, your vision is still with Guardian, your life and disability is also with Guardian. Your voluntary plans such as cancer, accident, and voluntary life are with Guardian. We are adding ID and Legal Shield this year, which is a new benefit. Your FSA and Transit are still with the Advantage Group, and we're still using the EASE online enrollment system. Softbank will pay 80% of all medical premiums for employees and dependents. They will also fund your HRA dollars depending on how you enroll. If you enroll as an individual, you pay the first $750 of the deductible, and Softbank will fund the next $1,500, and you are responsible for the final $750. If you enroll as a family, you pay the first $1,875 of the deductible. Softbank will fund the next $3,750, and you are responsible for the final $1,875. Softbank will pay 80% of the dental and vision premiums for employees and 70% for dependents. Life and disability premiums are paid 100% by Softbank, and all voluntary products are paid 100% by the employee. The medical plan being offered to Softbank employees is Preferred Blue PPO 3000 plan. It has a calendar year deductible for $3,000 for a single and $7,500 for a family. Your out-of-pocket max is $8,150 as a single and $16,300 as a family. Your preventative care is free of charge. Your primary care visit is $35 after deductible. Your specialty visits are $45 after deductible. Most labs and x-rays are covered at $35 after deductible, and your imaging such as CTs, MRIs are covered at $250 after deductible. If you are in the hospital, you're paying 10% after deductible. If you need outpatient services, it's $500 after the deductible. For emergency room visits, it's $500 after deductible, and your prescriptions are covered at $10 for generic, $175 for brand, and $250 for preferred brand. If you need specialty drugs, those are covered at $500 after deductible. The brand name prescription deductible is $0. So seeing those deductibles and copays might be a little overwhelming, but what Softbank has done is they have a health reimbursement account for employees. So what is a health reimbursement account? It's an employer-owned medical savings account in which the company deposits money for employees. Employees can then use this account to reimbursement for qualified healthcare expenses. For an employee-only coverage, once you spend the first $750 on your medical expenses, the company will pay the next $1,500. For employees with dependents, once you spend the first $1,875, the company will pay the next $3,750. You will use your HRA to pay for co-insurance and co-payments to your medical provider, and this does not cover dental, vision, or over-the-counter medications. So how do you use your HRA dollars that Softbank has given you? There's two ways to do it. So you can use your card or you can submit for reimbursement. Please note that in order for your card to be active, you need to contact TAG, also known as the Advantage Group, and prove that you paid your portion. Your dental insurance remains with Guardian. There is a $50 calendar year deductible. Cleanings are covered at 100%. The deductible does not apply. Your basic coverage is things such as fillings are covered at 100% after your $50 deductible. Your major services such as bridges, crowns, and implants are covered at 70%. Your deductible does apply. If you're seeing an out-of-network dentist, the plan will pay, but it's based on usual and customary and reasonable fee schedule. What this means is if you go to see a dentist out of the network and you need a filling, and the typical cost for a filling is just say $100. I'm making up these numbers for simple math, but this dentist decides to charge $200. Guardian will pay 80% of the $100, which would be $80, and you would be responsible for the remainder. So where you are going to get the highest benefit if you stay in the network. When you're searching for the providers at Guardian anytime, please use the PPO as your search parameters. Your vision insurance also remains with Guardian. Your exam copay is $10. Your material copay is $25. You can get exam once every 12 months or lenses once every 12 months. Your frame and contact allowance is $200, but you will receive 20% off the balance. If you go out of the network, you will have coverage, but it's just at a lower amount, and there's allowance that applies. See the plan summary for further details for out-of-network benefits. These are the benefits that we hope nobody has to use. First, let's talk about life insurance. The life plan pays you 1 times your salary up to $200,000. Short-term disability will pay 60% of your weekly earnings up to $1,500 after a 7-day elimination period. Your long-term disability will pay 60% of your monthly earnings up to $10,000 after a 90-day elimination period. Softbank employees can take advantage of some voluntary products through Guardian. You can get voluntary life in increments of $25,000 up to $200,000. You can cover your spouse up to $25,000 and your children up to $10,000. You can take advantage of an accident plan, which pays you fixed cash amounts for medical services that result in an accident. That also has a $100 per covered person wellness benefit. So if you are enrolled with your family and there's 5 of you and you all go get your COVID shot or your flu shot, you will be eligible for $500 reimbursement on that. So the accident plan almost pays for itself. You also have access to the cancer plan, which also pays fixed cash amounts for being diagnosed with cancer or any other covered service. There also is a $100 per covered person cancer screening benefit as well. Softbank is offering some additional voluntary benefits this year. We've all heard those nightmare stories of people's identities being stolen, or maybe it's even happened to you. With ID Shield, they will monitor your name, social, driver's license, and more, as well as credit cards, bank accounts, and financial activity alerts. I personally have this plan, and I recently purchased a car. As soon as I applied for that auto loan, I received a phone call and email from ID Shield making sure it was me. I had peace of mind knowing that if it wasn't me, I'd have been notified right away. You have access to a 24/7 live support. They are also offering Legal Shield, which gives you personal legal advice on unlimited issues, gives you letters and calls made on your behalf, and a lawyer will even prepare your will. You also have access to pet insurance, so Softbank employees are eligible for discounts through Best Pets. See Ease for additional information on all these voluntary benefits. You have access to an employee assistance program through Work Life Matters. This benefit is available to all employees and members of the household. This plan offers consultative services for items such as grief counseling, legal and financial services, work-life balance, or substance abuse. Through Guardian, they offer a college tuition benefit program. You have to be enrolled in the dental plan to take advantage of this. Guardian coverage can help pay for college. So for every year you participate in the Guardian plan, you can earn tuition reward points that can help pay for up to 1 year's tuition. See the information on the right if you would like to enroll in this benefit. Flexible spending account, also known as FSA, allows you to set aside pre-tax dollars for qualified expenses. For healthcare, you can set up to $28.50, and it'll cover things such as copays, deductibles, labs, x-rays, prescriptions, vision care, orthodontia. This does have a $570 rollover amount to the next year. So if you elect $1,000 and you only spend $500, $500 will roll over to the next year. If you elect $2,000 and do not spend any of that, only $570 will roll over to the next year. So this is a use it or lose it benefit besides healthcare, the $570 rollover. For dependent care, you could set aside up to $5,000 in pre-tax money for dependent care, such as daycare, before and after programs. For transit, you can set aside up to $280 per month. So what are the next steps? Employees can make all election changes in ease. Remember, if you want to keep things the same, you do not need to log in. But if you want to elect or re-elect FSA or any of the new benefits, you must log in and make those elections. You can contact us with any questions, and all elections must be made by Tuesday, March 29th. Here you will find tools and ongoing support. This will also be available in your benefit guide.